Besides praying to the golf god, please just let me play like Tiger just one time. Have you found a way to improve your golf game every single day? Mobility is one of the foundational elements of the golf swing and requires little to no equipment, and is something you can do every single day. That's why in this video I'm going to go over 4 must-do golf mobility exercises that you can do every single day to play better golf. The hips are probably one of the most important areas to have for mobility, just because as we get older and the nature of our typical society, at least in America, is that we sit and our hips tend to get tight, and that's what I see with a lot of my golf clients. One great way to work on hip internal rotation and external rotation at the same time is with this drill, which is called a 90-90 shin box. So we're gonna start in a 90-90 position, meaning our hips are both at 90 degrees and our knees are also at 90 degrees. We're going to work the small muscles in our hips to take us into internal and external rotation with our hands out in front of us, just creating some tension through our arms to maintain some core stability. We're going to switch and rotate over to the next side, ending in the 90-90 position, just on the opposite side. During this drill, it's really important that you're staying upright, nice and tall throughout the trunk as best as you can. If you need to lean forward or lean back a little bit to make that a little bit easier, that's okay. Just try over time to sit more upright through the trunk. However, if you need to modify, just put your hands back behind you like so. That'll give you a little bit more support, and we can go from side to side. The next most important area of the body when it comes to mobility for rotation in the golf swing is your mid to upper back. We're gonna go ahead and get into what is almost a child's pose. So we're gonna be trying to sit back on our heels as best as we can. We're gonna take one arm and bring that elbow just in between our knees with our forearm resting down on the ground. The other arm we're gonna take, just put it in the small of our back. So we're down in this position, and then all I want you to focus on is rotating up and away as best as you can in this drill. Now, it's really important that you stay down on your that you try to keep your butt down on your heels throughout this drill as best as you can. What I like to tell people is imagine that you're in a tunnel and that you can't sit up in the drill. All you can do is rotate. So we're really looking to turn through our shoulders. One big key to really help with rotation in this drill is not only rotating up towards the ceiling, but focus on the arm that's down on the ground, pushing through that elbow, drawing your shoulder blade down towards that ground as you're rotating upwards with the other shoulder. That will create more rotation, which is exactly what you need in the golf swing as well, especially as you're going into your backswing. One sneaky area that tends to get often overlooked in the golf swing is the ankle. It may seem weird that the ankles may cause an issue in the golf swing, but according to Titleist Performance Institute and the research that they have done, tight ankles is the #1 cause of early extension. And if you early extend in the golf swing, you know that that is not good for consistent scores. With that being said, this is going to be the best drill to do that. We're going to start in this half kneeling position here. We're going to be stretching the foot that's out in front of us. All we're going to do is lunge forward as best as we can while keeping that lead heel down on the ground. If your lead heel comes off, we're going to be losing that stretch that we're looking for in our calf and our ankle. And you should be feeling this down lower along the calf, closer towards your Achilles tendon. That's pretty much where we're looking for. One thing that I like to do to help if I have a hard time keeping my heel down is I like to grab with my hand that's on the outside or the same side of the leg that's out in front of me, lunge forward, and push my heel down towards the ground. That helps keep that down and may help you get a little bit more of a stretch. As we're getting into the next drill, if you have any comments or questions on any of these drills or anything else related to golf performance, please feel free to put them down below in the comments. Trail shoulder mobility, especially into external rotation, plays a huge role in being able to shallow out the club and get that club on the ideal plane in the golf swing. And if you're lacking shoulder external rotation, you're going to have a hard time getting that to happen. All you need is a PVC pipe, a golf club, a broom handle, doesn't matter what it is. We're going to stand with our arm directly out in front of us. We're going to bring that PVC pipe to the back side of our forearm. Go ahead, wrap that hand around as best as you can. And now that hand that's holding on at the top of the PVC pipe is just hanging on for the ride. It's going to do absolutely nothing else. The bottom hand is going to grab the bottom part of that club, PVC pipe, whatever it is. And now we're going to rotate backwards into external rotation. Now, depending on your shoulder and your shoulder history in terms of injuries and surgery, you may need to start with your arm more out in front of your body like this. However, we ideally want to be how we are in the golf swing. So with our arm out directly to our side here and then pulling into external rotation. During this drill, it should just feel like a stretch. There should be no sharp or stabbing pains whatsoever. Again, if that's the case, adjust your arm so it's more in front of your body and not so far out to the side. Mobility is only one part of an excellent golf game. If you want to continue to improve your performance on the course, you need to get stronger and more powerful, which in that case, I highly recommend you check this video out.